Hi, today we're talking about service invoice template and we're going to understand how you can generate service invoices on automation. So basically this is a Google document where I have created a service invoice document just like a template file, and in here you can see that certain elements have been put inside double curly brackets on both sides, like the client name, the client company, the address field, the zip code, and so on. All these elements which you can see that have been placed inside double curly brackets on both sides are the exact same elements which have been created as header row in a Google Sheet. So this is a Google Sheet which I have created where I have the same elements which I just showed you in the Google document, but in here it has been placed inside the header rows. So basically the client name, the client company, address, zip, whatever you see over here are exactly a header row over here, and under each of these are the information that is present over here in every respective row. So what we'll be doing is we'll be utilizing this Google document template, and we'll be utilizing this Google Sheet, and we'll be automating the process of generating a PDF file one by one for every row of this database in this Google Sheet with the help of this template that you see on Google Doc. So the key thing over here is that whatever element you wish to automate, make sure to place it inside double curly brackets and utilize the same name as a header row in a Google Sheet. And then the automation process will work. And also at the same time, ensure that you have edit access to both the Google document and the Google Sheet, whatever you're using in the automation process, so that there is no issues coming up with this automation setup. So for this, we will head over to AutoDocCreator. This is the tool which will help us make the entire automation process. So quickly sign in, and I'm going to choose the account where I have both the Google document as well as Google Sheet available. So I'll select my account and I'll click on continue and then continue once again. Once I'm inside the dashboard, you can see I can access the template file as well as the data file. So click on load template and just add the template. In our case, it is service invoice template, and I will click on load data source. So I will just add the data source from this list. So I have the template, I have the database added up. Make sure you select the right sheet. So we're currently under sheet 1, so that is selected. For the export range, you can go with all rows, or there are a lot of options over here. I will just export all the rows over here. You can even go with the range of rows or custom rows. Then the naming convention. So I'm going to define these files by the invoice number. So whatever are the invoice number of the file, it will automatically be generated by that reference. Okay, so I will just select this. Click on start mail merge. As you do this, the automation process begins, and each of the files will be generated one by one in due course of time. So you can see the first invoice is generated. So let's wait until all the invoices are created, and then we will have a look at each of the files to see how it worked. So we are just waiting for the last file to process. So we have got all the three files processed. Let's go to the downloads folder. This is the first invoice. So you can see the client name, the company, the address, and everything has been correctly mapped. Okay, and even in the data table, all the elements have been properly mapped. So if you observe in the database that we have over here, this is for like invoice number 1. So if you see the database, we have invoice number 1 reference, which is invoice number 1. Then the date is like 1st of July 2025, which is also present over here. You can even play with the formatting of the date, it will exactly work. Then we have the terms, which is net 10, and due date is 10th of July. So everything is precisely mapped. Okay, similarly, if you see other invoices, we have similar invoices added up over here, which has also been mapped correctly with the Google Sheet database that you have been using. So basically, it captured all the information from the Google Sheet database, and it automatically created this automation setup where all the elements are correctly mapped and a PDF file is generated. Okay. So this is all for the demonstration part. If you are in need of any help or any assistance, click on contact me and send me an email on this mail ID. I'll be happy to take up your queries on this. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye bye.